Hey everybody, this is Glidercat, and it's time to play. We're back in Idle Commonwealth. Let's get back to it. And see, a lot of stuff is maxed out here. Let's go spend this research or this knowledge, since that's our slowest production right now. We will do stone axe. This is going to increase our lumberjack productivity by 30%. Boom. Let's do hunting. Okay, that gets our research down. Cash is maxed out too. What can we buy? Let's see. We know we're going to need another university sooner or later. What does this take? Takes more stone. Let's do another quarry. And let's think about, let's see, food is even maxed out. Let's get, nice to get another silo. You can see our next pasture is going to cost 1,900 food. We can only store 1,400. So that means another silo or two. We need 322 stone for that. I kind of want to spend some food right away. Let's do that. Boom. Just so we can get our farm production going again, so we're not wasting productivity. So now everybody's churning forward. Food production's really high. Let's take these farmers down and add a miner. Lumberjack, we're going to need more storage, it looks like. I'm going to take another farmer off, add a lumberjack, and think about storage. How about a shed? Then what? Wouldn't mind another hut. 703 wood. Almost there. 264 cash. We do have it. Let's speed up the wood. Need 703. And we're at 450. That shouldn't take too long. Cash actually looks like it's coming in pretty decent. 1.68 per second. I don't know if that's impacted by the weather or not. Right now the weather looks good. Research is approaching 200. There's probably something we can do with that. All right, spoke too soon. Here's the weather picking up. All right, let's look at the research real quick. That's 250. Hunting bow, 200 fur. Masonry encompasses various method, unlocks the house and the storehouse. Those are both good upgrades. The house gets us, I think, 2 people for every house. Brings 2 people into the colony, and the storehouse increases our storage for multiple products. It's this guy right here, actually, and we need this. I think I might do it. 200 cash, 100 wood, 300 stone. Do it. Then doing here. Food looks good. Stone production. Stone is low, but production looks good. We've got fur. We've got a new profession here, hunter. We didn't have to build any buildings for it. This just came up from our research that we unlocked. We could put somebody there. Why don't we do it? Let's take a miner off and get somebody hunting. That's going to start producing fur for us. We're going to use that in research, and we're going to use that trading. Next, what's next? I would like this house, to tell you the truth. 75 fur, 180 stone, which we've got. Wood, we've got. $250, which we've got. We just need 75 fur. I don't have a way of accelerating that other than putting more workers on it, which we could do. Let's get another person doing hunting. That'll get us 2 more people coming in. Food's looking good. Cash is looking good. Let's get another farm. Keep investing in food production. Never ever hurts. Next pasture costs 1.9k food. We can only store 1.4k. So there's a silo in our future. Maybe we do this while we're waiting on fur. So silo, 160 wood, we're good. We need 322 stone and we need 376 cash. That's where we're short. Also, when you hover over these things, you'll see over on the display in the top left, they'll put an exclamation point next to the resource that you're short on. So it's showing that we're short on cash on this one. If I wanted a pasture, it's showing that we're short on cash, food, and stone. You can see that over on the left, top left. This one's close, 376. We need a silo in order to be able to save up enough food for our next pasture. I think that's worth doing. The community is filled with joy. What? I wonder what that's from. Got a little news item here. The community is filled with joy. Oop, okay, morale 90.6. There's our silo. Waiting on fur. And now we're waiting. Okay, we only needed 75 fur. We've got it. We need 180 stone for the house. Let's do it. Let's gather that stone. We're almost there, actually. We need a 180. Oh, what am I missing? Cash. Still need a bunch of cash. 250 cash. The weather looks promising, so food production is looking good. Cash is our issue. We might want to think about the bank. That's this guy. 400 knowledge. Oh, ooh, I can save up that much. $200 and 400 knowledge for the bank. That would allow us to increase our money production. That's something that we're going to need. We need all this stuff. Hunting bow. Hunters are 30% more efficient. 200 fur and 100 knowledge. Calendar. King. Thinking. The stone hoe makes a lot of sense, right? I'm always talking about the food production, but again, I think it just impacts the farmers, not the farms. Right now, I've got no farmers, but that's like often the case. That's why I've been holding off on that research. We will eventually do it. But I think I'm going to hold out for the banking, just so we have the option to turn up the cash production when we want. Oh, we have new people coming. Did we not buy the... Oh, yeah, we're waiting on cash. Short-term memory problems. Almost there. 220. We need to do 50, and then we can purchase a house. That'll bring in 2 new colonists. In fact, I could probably take down... Let's go down to 1 hunter and beef up stone production. Here's our house. Boom. You can see at the bottom of the screen, these little buildings start popping up. There's little people walking around. I didn't notice this for the longest time because it's so small down there. All right, we got a house. 2 people are on their way. If nothing else, we'll put them as farmers. But we got a lumberjack position and we got a miner position and we have infinite hunter positions, it looks like. Saving up research, trying to get to 400 research for the banking upgrade here. That's what's going on there. What can we do in the meantime? It's going to be a while before we get that research. We talked about the next pasture. 1.9 food. Only store 1.71 food. So maybe we go work towards another silo. 446 stone. That's 521 cash. Oh man, that's brutal. Kind of why we're thinking about unlocking the banking. Okay, citizens numbers are growing. Can't increase our cash, but let's assign we want more stone, more miners, maybe. Another person on the way. Would like another silo, but the cash, man, is a bit out of reach. Might be another farm in our future, but that's just not cheap either. 322. Dead. Quarry. Quarry wouldn't be bad. That gets us some extra productivity out of our miners. And another job opening for miners, and it just takes the stone. Let's do that. Let's make an investment in the mines and the mine productivity. Ooh, business numbers are growing. All right. More room in the mines. Let's do food. Then let's invest in a quarry. So I'm going to gather more stone till the quarry thing lights up. 650 or something. Need 38, 319. I'm going to spend the cash on this. I think it'll pay off. Pop up. There we go. Boom. There's another quarry. Stone production should go up. Everybody's assigned work. These furs are going to come into play a little bit later. I'll keep one hunter. And we're working again towards saving up 400 research for the banking, or 400 knowledge for banking. We got to watch our cash now too, because we need 200 cash. Those two things may meet up just perfect. The cash may hit 200 right around when we get to 400 knowledge. In fact, we may hit that cash sooner. Do want this calendar, but not yet. I don't want to waste the knowledge yet. Save it for the banking. I want the silo, but that is just a ton of cash. We'll probably have to wait till we get banking for that one. Another house. Another house could be in the works. Cash is the big thing there. It's getting warm, so food production's up. Even work towards another quarry. Oh, I've got room for another miner. I think I'm going to take someone off of farming and put them doing stone. Lumberjacks, we're almost maxing out our storage here on the wood. Do this, but I don't want to spend the cash yet till we get this upgrade. We're almost there. 5 more knowledge. Still got to buy a bank, but this is going to unlock them for us. Boom, finally. All right. What do we got? Bank. What's it going to take? 250 cash. I'm pretty good on cash. We're at 100 already. Wood and stone should be fine. Yeah, we're good on those. We'll get a bank as soon as we can. It's going to increase how much money we can save up. Right now we can save up 800, and this will get us to 1300 once we build a bank. And it's going to give us a job opening for a banker to increase our cash flow. Cash flow is looking pretty good though right now, 2.24 per second. Wood's about to max out. So we'll take, I can put these guys into farming, and then we'll assign that farmer over to being a banker as soon as we can get a bank built. Just waiting on cash for that. We're close. Need 40 more bucks, 40 more dollars. We'll get a bank. I'll try to look down here and see if we can notice if a bank shows up down here at the bottom of the screen. Never look down there when I'm buying new buildings, but let's see if we notice something pop up. All right, we got it unlocked. Keep your eye on the bottom of the screen. See if you see anything pop up. Yep, right there in the middle. A little bank popped up. That's cool. So now we got a new position for a banker. Our cash is at 2.24 per second. If I take my farmer off and put him on banking, 0.35. Oh man, that's not much of a boost, is it? 0.1 per second. But I guess over time that adds up. Food's still looking good. I think I want to work towards silo so I can get another pasture. This was cash, right? Yep, yep. Administration. We still haven't unlocked the ability to set the tax rate. It's coming. Be here. Yeah, government. Methods and systems to better govern our Commonwealth, essential for managing resources, communication, and organization, enables adjusting the tax rates. 600 knowledge. Still have this stone hoe that I'm ignoring. Hunting bow. Hunters are 30% more efficient. Let's do this. We're almost there. 200 fur, we've got, and 100 knowledge. Let's do it. That'll pay off over time, I think. Ooh, food just maxed out. I don't like that. Let's oh, how can I spend some food? I need 322 cash and I can get another farm. Here I can't do that till we get a silo. Silo I can't do till we get a bunch more cash. So it's probably farm's going to be next. Once we get 322 cash, I'm going to buy a farm just so we aren't wasting this production. Right now we're producing food. We got nowhere to store it, so it's just going to waste. Come on. 322, we're at 285 in cash. Buying this farm, it's going to boost our food production, which is always good, but it's going to spend down some of that food that we've got. It's almost more important at this point because we're wasting it. Oh, boom. There we go. Stone. Miners. Let's, I'm going to put all these guys on farming. Now our stone is maxed out. Storehouse. This increases our storage for wood, stone, and fur. Need 460 bucks. See why that banker was important. That's going to be a while. I don't have a way to click my way to 460 bucks. We just have to wait. But a storehouse would be good. A shed would be good too, and that would allow us to store more stone. Shed, is that closer? It only increases by 100. Get tons of wood though. Right now, we're not wasting any production. Our stone is maxed out. I don't have any miners assigned, so there's no wasted production at the moment. Moved all our miners into the farm. Obviously, want more bankers, professors, more everything, but it's just everything costs cash. Cement technology involves mixing naturally occurring materials with water to create durable building material, unlocks the cement plant and the cement worker. 800 stone and 600 knowledge. Can't even store 600 knowledge yet. That's kind of off limits for us. Stone home, maybe we do this next. There are times when we throw farmers in here. See, we've got 5 now. Then we can get that off the list here. 2, we need 150 more research. It's looking great. Wood's doing fine. Fur's doing fine. We're getting up to our max on the food though. Let's take off 3 of these farmers and put them on hunting. Got a little bit more storage available for the furs. In fact, I might take off the rest of these guys. I'm on hunting for now. I could put 1 as a lumberjack, right? That guy's close to his storage limit too. We really need this storehouse. 460 bucks. We're close. I'll increase wood, stone, and fur storage quite a bit. I think that's next. Food is almost maxed out. Need a silo too. Oh man, it's hard. Should I wait out for the silo? I think I am. I think I'm going to do the silo first. It's because food's so critical. And I can throw a bunch of, if stone and wood are backed up, I can just throw them into the farm and produce more food for us. This guy is already maxed out. I don't have any farmers assigned. Let's wait for the silo. We're almost there. 521. Storehouse is super tempting. We'll do that maybe next. 521. We're at 480 cash. Just about there. We haven't gone into the negative on food, I don't think. Not yet. May have been some adjustments to the game since I last played, but man, my last little practice playthrough with the food was a nightmare. So there's our silo. Gets our farm producing again. The storage is now up to 2,000. It's going to open up the possibility to do a pasture. I think the next thing we want is this storehouse. And we just got to wait on cash for that. That'll increase wood, stone storage, and fur storage. What can we do? Stone is down now, so let's take the hunters back a bit and put them on stone. Take guys back even further. Farm's doing fine. We get a lot stored up. Research. Yeah, we said the next thing's a stone hoe. We're just waiting on 50 more research or 40 more research. Close, super close on that. Be nice to have another researcher, but we're doing okay. Another professor, but we're doing all right. But get this guy going. When the weather is bad and the farm goes into the negative, this bonus does come into play because we'll throw a bunch of farmers in the farm, and it'd be nice to have that extra 25% efficiency at that time. This is a good one to do. We won't make use of it right away, but still good to have. Milestones catching up. Cash is accumulating. This upgrade won't cost us any cash. And more research, and we're good to go. Kaboom! All right, nice. That's a little perk. Storehouse is next. $460. We've got 320. Wood and stone should be good or close to being good. I think the stone will catch up by the time we have the cash, I think. What's next? We got a hut here. Wood. 230 wood. Hut is 703. I think I'll wait for this. We need about 70 more dollars and we can get the storehouse. Do that next. We're getting to the max here. I'm going to turn off the hunters and put them on stone. Actually, I think I'm going to put them on wood. Thinking about doing this hut. As soon as we get the storehouse. Just about there. Here comes the storehouse. Boom. Now we got a bunch more storage for wood, stone, and furs. And then we got a hut for 703 wood. We're real close. I'm going to help this along. Oh, what did I forget? What else am I missing? Oh, cash. 264. Next bank, if we want to increase cash, our next bank is at $550. Could save up for that. Pasture is also now coming into play because our food getting real close. Food, oh, 790 cash though. Oh man, what a farm. Might actually do a farm next. Don't want to waste food, and we're almost gonna bust through our available storage. 2.02 silo is costly, 700 bucks. Farm we can do for $396. It'll increase our food production, and it'll chew back this accumulated food so we don't end up wasting production. I think that's going to be next. The farm. We're just waiting on cash. 396. A little ways for me to be able to do that. What about research? Calendar gets us a bonus on sunny days. Look at the top right of the screen. I think that's showing it's sunny outside. So our crops are blooming. We're already getting a 20% food bonus. But this would get us 10% more. That's probably next, the calendar. Philosophy unlocks the library. I think the library is more storage for knowledge. But let's do calendar next. So we're what, 130 away from that, 120 away from that, 120 more knowledge to get the calendar. Bank is 550, and the farm I think we said we were going to do next, just because we're about to max out our food. Kind of want to spend it before we do. Don't have enough cash to do the pasture, so we'll do a farm. We're real close. Just got to wait for the cash. 96. And I'm doing that just so I'm not wasting food production. Boom. And it gets us a bonus. I mean, and forevermore we'll be producing food faster. What's next? Research, still gotta wait. Want another bank? We want a pasture. Pasture is a bunch of cash, and so is a bank, right? I think it's probably time to save up for a bank. It's our only way right now of increasing our cash coming in. We got plenty of wood. We could even spend some wood, and we could spend some stone. We just don't want to spend cash if we can help it. We can get this bank in place. That's going to be hard to avoid. Everything takes cash. Like in real life. Our mill's cheap. We don't need it at the moment. Storehouse, expensive. Yeah, everything's expensive. I think we're stuck waiting right now on the cash. Another bank. This is going to allow us to change the tax rate. That's the other way without having more banks or workers that we could increase our income. That's tempting, but it takes more knowledge than we can even save up. It takes 600 knowledge. I think, oh man, that takes 600 knowledge. So we'll see. Right now, this is blocked. This is blocked. That's blocked. So maybe the calendar is going to allow us to increase our max knowledge storage. I don't think it will, but it may open up something new in the research tree that allows us to save up more knowledge, because we're going to need something. Oh, guess we could do another university. That allows us to save 300 more knowledge. It's either bank next or it's this guy next. Both right around the same cash, 540. Maybe this guy, question mark? Not sure what's best. Storm's coming. Okay, now our food's going in the negative. That's not so great. Let's take 2 miners off, put them on farming. That gets us our food back in the positive. Research, we'll do the calendar. Let's just do it. Won't come into play now because it's raining. But as soon as it gets sunny, we'll get a boost to our food production. And we're trying to save up cash. Ugh, the big decision here is university or the bank. University, by allowing us to save up more knowledge, is going to allow us to unlock government. Once we unlock government, we can adjust the tax rate. As you might expect, if you increase the taxes, then the morale goes down and your productivity suffers, but you get more cash. Let's do that. Let's go university. We'll have to save up a bunch of research, but we'll actually have another position for another professor once we build this. This probably makes sense. We're almost there. We need 5 more dollars. Boom, there it is. Now we can save up 800 knowledge, and we can do another researcher or another professor. It is sunny. We're getting the new bonus, so we're up to 30% food production bonus in the top right. That's awesome. In fact, we could probably take farmers off and get that guy doing mining. Still not using furs yet. That's going to come up a little later, I think. Which one does trading? This one's tempting. We don't have anywhere near enough storage for this. Selective breeding is a process in which certain individuals with desirable traits are intentionally chosen to be the parents for the next generation. Upgrades the pasture's food production. That's kind of nice. We've got 4 pastures. Again, this production is not impacted by weather or morale or anything. It just always produces. Whereas the farm, once there's bad weather, production gets cut way back. All right, so we're working on research. That's going to sit until we do 600. We're at 141. And then we kind of talked about maybe a bank next. So 550 for this. Waiting on cash. We've got big surplus in wood and a decent surplus in stone. So we could spend elsewhere. Cut. It's 264. We could do that. But I think we should get one more bank. We'll try and be disciplined and wait for the bank. Max out our farm again. Is there anybody? No farmers. Need another silo. Kind of bad, but man, it's expensive. I would like to spend this food rather than waste it and do it with this upgrade, but man, it sets our cash back quite a bit. 49 stone. Yeah, look at this. We're wasting food right now. We're just maxed out. And I've got nowhere to store it. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a lot of food production too that's being wasted right now. Not good. If you want to buy this farm, I think I'm going to do it. Silo would let me store more if I waited for 695. Man, that's brutal. Got lots of everything right now. Lots of every resource. Silo probably makes the most sense, but man, do I have the discipline to wait? I don't know. 695. Okay, there goes food in the negative. So now the pressure's off, actually. Food's going to start declining. We're not wasting production. I may wait for this silo. Do this next. And when the weather clears, we'll have more room to store food. We'll see how long we can weather the storm. We may have to shift resources. In fact, wood is maxed out too. Let's do the shed. Allow that guy to go. And then I'm going to actually put one of our lumberjacks as a farmer. And for now, I'm going to keep 3 miners. I'm not going to, we'll just go with 1 farmer for now, even though our food's in the negative, and we'll see how we do. Silo or bank? Bank is 550, silo is 695. And this research or knowledge that we're storing up, that is going to eventually allow us to change the tax rate, just like the bank will. So that being the case, maybe the next best thing is this silo. Oh man, it's hard to be disciplined when you got other things you can buy that you want here. Hut wouldn't be bad. New quarry wouldn't be bad. But I think I'm going to hang out for this silo. I want to take advantage of when we have good weather. I want a place to store that food. Their bank. Oh man, that's tempting. I think we're going to do that next. Wait for this silo. Try and make that work. Any new research? Philosophy unlocks the library. We saw that. Cement, we saw that a long time ago. Theology. Okay, theology encompasses the rigorous examination and interpretation of religious beliefs, rituals, cosmologies, and moral frameworks. Unlocks the temple and the priest profession. Now, I haven't even tried that yet. Not sure what that's going to impact. Probably just going to unlock more stuff for us, or allow us to unlock more future research. That's tempting. This is next. We're getting real close on the government. We need 100 more research. Bank. Almost. We're going to use silo. That is next. 95. We are, boom, we're there. Again, I'm doing that just so we have less chance of wasting food production. Everything's looking decent. Obviously, we'd like food production to increase. We have a decent supply. I don't think we're going to run out before we get better weather. I'm not too concerned about that. Bank could be next. We're getting real close to research and government. We need 50 more knowledge. We got plenty of storage for knowledge. We can store up to 800. We only need 600. Almost there, so I guess we'll just hang out here for this. There's our warm weather. Check it out. Look at our food production go up, 5.41. In fact, I'm going to take off that farmer and put him on mining. Man. Gray cement. Those two will be next. Government first, for sure. That's done. Income's way down, 0.35 per second. I wonder why that is. Probably because now we can set the tax rate. Happiness is at 90. You notice here in administration, we've got this new ability. I think we can rename this. I think this is our town. Gliderton. That's who we are. Achievement unlocked, it says. All right, let's increase the tax rate. You'll see our productivity on everything goes down, but our cash goes up. I'm going to take this up to, I'm up here at the top left, the morale. I'm going to get it down to 80, unless they start frowning on me. That's acceptable. And now our cash is coming in much better. We still want the bank, another bank. That'll probably be next. We'll get there a lot faster with the higher tax rate. We got the wood, we got the stone. We just need the $550, and we're halfway there. And I guess we'll wait for it because everything else costs money. These lumber mills are kind of cheap. Let's hold out for the bank, see if we can be disciplined. Eventually, we're going to need more storage for knowledge. We can only save up 800. These things all take 1.2. Diplomacy looks new. And we can actually research this. Establishes diplomatic relations with other nations and establishes discovering and dealing with neighboring communities. We want this. Probably not this episode, probably next episode. But that's going to allow us to make use of this fur and get I'm serious about having hunters on the post at all times. Let's see if we can get the bank, and then we'll call it an episode. We're almost there. Need about 80 more dollars, and we can get the bank. It's looking great. In fact, we're filling up storage so fast. I'm gonna get to get another silo. We could get a farm, but I don't want to spend the cash. We'll get the bank first. And that's going to give us another position for a banker, and they increase our income a little bit, not a ton, but it's nice in a pinch when you can throw workers on that. Let's see, we're 338 per second on the cash. Let's see what happens if we throw a banker on there. Let's take a miner off and add a banker. 3.63. Why is that not changing? Something weird there. If I add a banker, the cash should be going up. 0.63 per second. Not sure what that's about. I see worker pay goes up when I assign them. Boom. So now it's costing us $2 per second in wages. That should have bumped up our money. Not sure what's going on with that. If I take these guys both off. Oh, it does, but it's such a small amount. It doesn't even show up. It's 2 decimal points back. So add a banker. We go up to 3.63. Add another banker. We're at 3.63, but it is actually a little tiny bit more cash. We just can't see it because it's so tiny. Food's now in the negative. We're in a storm. I'm gonna take miner. I'm gonna take 2 miners off, put them into the farm to slow down our loss of food. And we're gonna wrap this episode right there. Man, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Let's take a quick look at the Commonwealth. 6 huts, 6 silos, 4 pastures, 12 farms, 3 sheds. Storehouses are better than sheds. We've got 2 of those. 2 lumber mills. We'll get more of those, I'm sure. Mines, we're going to try not to buy more mines. We're going to try and use quarries instead because they give us productivity bonuses. We've got 3 of those and 2 mines. 2 universities, a house. Probably need another house next episode to get more people here. And then we got 2 banks with 2 bankers assigned. And our tax rate right now is kind of high. That's hurting our morale a bit and hurting our productivity a bit too. Ooh, a lumberjack was fatally injured when a tree fell unexpectedly, resulting in a tragic accident in the forest. So what happened is a lumberjack just died, but we'll get another person coming to town to replace him soon. But yeah, let's wrap it there for now. This is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Definitely appreciate your viewership. I want to thank Glidercat patrons and channel members for their support. And with that, I'll see y'all in the next episode.